With the way Christmas fell this year, the Feast of the Baptism of the Lord got moved till this past Monday. And that's kind of a shame because it's always one of my favorite feasts because I think it's so important as that yearly reminder for us of the importance of baptism. As Catholics, we get baptized as infants. It's not something we recall. It's not something most of us have any connection to other than maybe a picture or a faded baptismal certificate that we keep in the strongbox. But yet, when Jesus was baptized in the Jordan, it served an important purpose. It confirmed him in his identity as the Son of God. This is my beloved Son in whom I am well pleased, and it gave him his mission to go out and begin to preach God's kingdom. It's no coincidence that Jesus was baptized prior to beginning his public ministry. And I think that's why the baptism of the Lord is such an important feast, because it's that yearly reminder for us that baptism serves that same purpose for us. As a reminder about our mission to be disciples of Christ into the world, and as that confirmation of who we really are as the beloved sons and daughters of God. For when we were baptized through adoption of that sacrament, we all became the sons and daughters of God. And just like at the day of Jesus' baptism, God claimed us on the day of our baptism as his own. But sadly, when we lose touch with that connection, we fail to remember that identity, we drift further and further away from that confirmation of who we're really called to be that God gave to us. And that's why it's so important to never forget the day of our baptism. Even though the baptism of the Lord got moved to a Monday this year, let's all reflect a little bit on how that identity should shape our lives, what changes it needs to make, and what we need to do in our lives to get back in touch with that identity as God's beloved sons and daughters that we have all received. Not a sermon or a homily, but just something for all of us to think about.